Now, the story from the portfolio committee of the small business development is that for the fund they launched for to uplift Spaza people, Spaza entrepreneurs, which we all know to be 500 million rands. The story is that there is a very low turn up for people that come and do registering. And I think to this day we are sitting at a number of three, slightly below 400, which is 372. People are just not coming to say, listen, we need access to this. Of course, I think during the early days of the launch, what happened is they just turned away many applications, and it was later explained that it was because many of these Spaza entrepreneurs actually lodged or submitted either incorrect information or fraudulent documents, which was not necessary anyway. Look, they're still going to find out. They do this. How long have these people been doing this? They do this thing on a daily basis. So due to incorrect documentation, you are not able to be eligible for that. And of course, your business should be registered in the correct municipality, the municipality from which you are applying. And so today is the 26th of May, and obviously this is an initiative of the Department of Small Business Development. They are launching roadshows to try and highlight, to try and bring to the attention of many entrepreneurs this information, to say, listen, you want to run a Spaza, or you've got a Spaza, you are looking at renovating your Spaza, or growing your stock, it comes through, because the numbers have since dwindled, and eventually, not a lot of people are applying, which does not help, because the fund has been availed for you guys. That 500 million bucks, you stand a chance of being getting access to 300 million rands for your Spaza. So why not? So the department, the portfolio committee of small business development, is appealing to people like yourself who are passionate about running a Spaza to come through and have access to these funds. Of course, you should be a South African citizen. Your business should be registered with the CIPC. Obviously, they look at things like compliance. I'm talking about your CIPC tax returns, your tax, the tax pin should be updated. They look at everything. They will look at the number of directors that make the BEE stuff, the BEE quotas, the directors that make the black people, and things like female. Or they will ask those questions. How many of your directors are female that own shares inside in your business? But it's worth trying, guys. It's worth trying. Growth is so hard in this landscape, especially when you're coming from the bottom, where you want to venture into the very exact definition of entrepreneurship. What is entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship is giving birth to this bird and putting it on your hand and building it so that it flies without any support at all. But along the way, support comes. If there is support, why not go for the support? In the process, you've got mentorship, you've got access to networking, access to the market. You can grow from that. You can grow from being just a mere Spaza owner or Spaza person to something else. This is retail for people that are passionate about retail. Is it worth trying? I say it is worth trying. Go try it, guys. It might be a chance that come once in a while. So while the funds are still there, go take your chance.